Hey y'all, it's Zafael Ali Kali that came to this part of the dimension for a mission that the aliens people know of me as, and Zamane. And you know, war means to protect and guard in a hospitality side, so the irony of being so powerful. And then even so powerful that automatically if I go to sleep, you feel me, my aura gonna keep me in a safe place. That, you feel me, of being consciously woke and avoided with sleep, I'm named Za, which means godly spirit, or God spirit, with like God, with the Z, the God. And Ma means nurture. You feel me? M-A, G-M-A-N-E. And E means hill of energy, which I could say nay. You feel me? Heal energy. Zamane. I know that money come a dime a dozen, but all these bitches wanna fuck. I know them bitches gon' suck. Meaning, keep this money in it. Shing shing shing. Oh, don't let me. Spot. For largence of Houdini when he was living in the illusion of time and his drips and the synchronization of time. But these choppers gonna love A, which is the Medu-natural hieroglyph of a throne. L, E, energy. L, for me, pillar. So he's from Zafael. From Zafael. Za, you feel me? Spirit of God. Ifa. Yoruba principles, which talks about the astral world, and I'm only moving you feel me? This is how intelligent I am, just a PS. Every movement is only off of my opinionated, which becomes facts from the atmosphere's math calculations. Only moving off of small, just even vibrating off of what is the most responsible thing to do in physical, mentally, physical, spiritual, and astral. You feel me? I'm doing the most responsible thing in all astral. So that being said, moment of silence for that buzzing. Damn, that's a lot of information, and I have to play like I forgot my train of thought. You know, I'm saying that because I'm still in this predicament. Even though I can goddamn get a watch and time it, which I guess the authority behind standing in front of a bunch of people and timing it and telling them, you feel me, matters how powerful I am, astro responsible. But you feel me, still time, you feel me, that's, you feel me, forceful if I say so. So it's just measuring what you're doing in the time span. So in the measurement of the time span of what I've been doing, which I've done a lot outside of this time span to show you that we both at the time is illusion in the world before this time. You see in time set before a lot of people have documents. A little astro homework from Astro School, which is the biggest university. So if you're not even in that Astro University that holds every school in containment to the point that if it kicks you out, you can still learn off of the branch of knowing that everybody deserves sympathy chance. You feel me? Not a chance, a sympathy chance, which means my guard is not down, and you can call it whatever you want to call it. But if everybody's gonna be safe, you can still learn. You feel me? So, my Astro School project is down to why am I not doing more things? I'm just knowledgeable. I can go outside. You feel me? Shows that the word lick isn't trapping on someone and being parasitic to their life. It just means you have an opportunity to advance. Like I got a lick, I got an occupation, I got something that's tasty. In the end, if people don't say that we can't move elements, they're liars. Because one thing we can say we are is airbenders. Even if we're not an elemental airbender, you feel me? On Legend of Korra, there was a person that broke out and he wasn't an airbender or avatar. Now, I was explaining how an airbender can always be an avatar if they know how to use the air, because that's what every element is, and it's then plasma. You feel me? That's what an airbender would have a problem with, plasma. You feel me? And you feel me? The rock bender would have a problem with every element because it is used to thick, low frequencies. You feel me? An avatar will have a problem with plasma. A waterbender will have a problem with being an airbender. You feel me? This is I'm slick explaining their weaknesses. Why is their weaknesses? A firebender will have a problem with air. Press and go. Yes, why firebenders can do lightning is because them having a problem with air and trying to be an airbender. You feel me? This is I guess if someone doesn't have common sense, she put it together, but it could actually accidentally, even though it's not that simple, bootstrap. When they firebend, if they're trying to airbend and use brute force to know they have to thin themselves out, they're not gonna get no air. They're going to extinguish the fire. And as I'm showing physically in Asteroid, the mental and spiritual shows the truth. So if this firebender learns how to try to airbend, and then with the right motion, pull back. They got shot. They got a ray gun. We got ray gun. And now I'll just get back on just of me saying the airbenders. Like we don't have that. You feel me? Just to show you that we do with every element. And I guess you can't call yourself an airbender if you need an airbender, if you know it or not. You feel me? The silent community. Like I was explaining, like I was smoking a cigarette and I was explaining like for smoke to come from the cigarette and not cause a water nuclear bomb. That's the silence community in Congress. If we automatically doing it, automatically knowing we do it. Making sure that the world is in a status quo from a sky flood and ETC and tsunami and shit like that. So that being said, I'm an airbender. Even if I didn't, people are you slapped the air, and the air came up, but it didn't come up the way you wanted it to. Who said? You ain't me. I'm just giving a lesson. You feel me? Like, I'm just giving and you feel me? People, that right there is a big shocker of knowledge of me being a sensei, Miyagi. I'm Miyagi's sensei. I'm the one that told him, wax on, wax off. Oh. So that being said, like I said, I do this, it don't cause a nuclear. So that shows you either I'm the airbender, or I have, when I came into the world, there was authority that explained the gathering of certain things that can actually cause explosions and ETC. So, and I also say that because people go on in a minute gonna just see me do this, but instead of notice that when I just did this, wherever air was already around me moved too. There goes my aura. You feel me? To show you that. You feel me? So, and that being said, because this is actually about personal space. This is all about personal space. So, as a novice, the best way to learn personal space is being an airbender. Cause I can tell you, I've had funky scents on me before, zillions of times. I can tell you, I've not been my freshest. I can say that. But for someone to smell me compared to how they smell someone else, that's what makes me an airbender. Great example. You feel me? I just spun around. Michael Jackson spun around too. And we felt the wind. Right? We felt the wind of me spinning around. So because this is where math, the whole thing about why society isn't co-ed is just math, obviously. Because if 1 + 1 = 2, and then the person gives you the test of 1 + 1 = 2, and you try to put 3 because you said so. You feel me? You fail. So you're gonna have to take that test again. You feel me? And that's where being responsible in the astral world comes into. So that's, you feel me? I'm not doing a lot of things because in all astrality, that's not responsible. You feel me? The most responsible, as you see, I'm speaking with a higher pitch because that's the most responsible. So, that being said, like I'm saying, like if someone smells me, they're like, he's usually clean. You feel me? Or they're inside of my tornado, like I was saying, inside of my tornado, and they're smelling. Because if I have a tornado around me, you feel me? I can't stink. That doesn't make sense. Have you ever smelled a stink tornado? Exactly, because it's gonna clean itself. A vacuum, you feel me? A gust inside of it, so you feel me? So to the point I'm saying, if I smell bad, to the point if someone just smells kind of off, they can be like, that person doesn't clean themselves. You feel me? While they're gonna be like, wait a minute, a big stench is coming from him. Why? I got a little stench. You saying, because he's being a tornado. That's why he has a big stench around him. And it's not in the tornado. It's on the outskirts of the tornado. You feel me? Like, so I say that again because I spun around. So you're telling me, even though a tornado won't stop that quick, there's not real airbenders or waterbenders when you like spin, you feel me? And then it just, because when I move, wind moves. So think about all the million people that when someone moves, wind moves. That, you feel me? This is the organization that when people talk about commercial witnesses, scaring people when they just want to be in a community outside of the passive people. You feel me? Because really, cops is supposed to come from another realm. You feel me? Like the cops is supposed to be the other side. You feel me? Knowing that they're not supposed to show up yet in this world, but they show up, knowing that they're going to respect people to the point that talking could cause a flashpoint. You feel me? That's how responsible authority and customer service is supposed to be. You feel me? But we got away from that. So people are so irresponsible, physically, mentally, spiritually, and astrally. Why am in my surveillance of my astral world trying to confuse me? Because that's a lot of multitasking. It said too, me speaking, like I said, humidity mic. That means everybody that's one with me in airbending and ETC and astrally, you're hearing their voice. You're hearing the community, and you're seeing me. You feel me? So that's how you can say it's my voice too. The most silent voice. You feel me? You see the most silent voice out of all the voices you hear. You feel me? Out of what I'm doing. Just to explain how that shit works when you see someone like that. So just in case you might. So you feel me? Me being the most silent voice, that means you gonna hear me and everybody that's in the community. Cause you feel me? Responsible. Astral's responsibility explains it makes sense. That being said, again, like once again, I spun around and the wind should be still going. You feel me? If not me stopping it. You feel me? Me spinning doesn't stop it. Me making a verb, you feel me? The math equation to make it equal 0 will stop it. You feel me? That's how life is. You feel me? And that's how people kind of get. They think they can finesse people because they think all I gotta do is make it equal 0. Whatever they mad at, if I make it equal 0, you feel me? Like if I add addition math and then just subtract, you feel me? And that's how they think they're gonna win arguments when they're in the end. If the person's not stupid, they doing their math. They see you trying to subtract, and they're not gonna let you. So they put an addition in their head to see what the world is going to become in another moment, dimension, realm, etc. Astral responsibility. You feel me? So that's destiny and karma. Again, personal space. I say that because, like I said, like there's many ways to shower. You feel me? People talking about showers, bathrooms, and there's many ways. You know what mummifying is? That's a shower. People getting mummified is showers and them them cleaning themselves. So after they know their aura is clean, they vibrating on that. No one can say that they dirty. They mummify themselves. You feel me? And this is where, you feel me, high-tech games like VRs. You put a headset on, and now you're in another developing realm because the graphics aren't on the reality. Reality's criteria to say that it's it can coexist by itself. And I just explained to you osmosis and how I'm a mother, if they don't know the spirit or not. Waterbenders was more of the military back then, so you could feel water on you. You feel me? You go to the Marines, you feel water. You meet a real Marine, they gon' put, if they're a nurturer or just someone that you play around with, they gonna put a water weight on you and see how you deal with it in the astral world. You feel me? So that being said, personal space. It's just like when you smell something and you did not want to smell them. You feel me? That's not rude to tell them why you smell like that. You feel me? Or why did you try to make me smell you? And they're gonna be like, what? Now why? Because now they're gonna try to cut. Because in the void of doing that, and you wouldn't even do that shit in they head, because they have a veil of knowing who you are, and they think you a fuck nigga like them. So they think you would try to secretly do it. So they trying to find a spot where they can secretly do it, and then be like, you be like, yeah, that's my nigga. I tell you why you smell like that, you should not get upset or be like, what? Like, no, like, you know what I mean. Because in the end, if people are like me, if people are just like me, why would I be around people that don't have the comprehension that I do? And I'm a sapiosexual, and they talk about knowing what love is. And I'm a sapiosexual. You feel me? I'm a sapiosexual. That means knowledge. You feel me? That means I'm married to the truth. You feel me? If you feel me, who that isn't OCD about their sexuality is going to let someone tell them who they? If a homosexual, if you came up to a homosexual and you keep egging on to them, girls, they're going to try to do some nasty shit in your face so you don't say girls no more. So, if you keep egging on to a sapiosexual that you don't know the truth, and all they do is make love to the truth, so that's why it's hard to argue with a sapiosexual. That's why it's hard to find a sapiosexual, actually, because they usually go into the sky, you feel me, like live in high buildings, because you feel me, because it's just they know they're not scared of a high building, and they just staring down and feeling fear, and they know they're not scared. That's them making love to themselves, watching other people trying to say they damn. That's called an intelligent person with technology. That's a sapiosexual. So once again, you feel me, that vibe is coming up again, but I still got my train of thought to show you that it's a joke, but I said I lost my train of thought. So you know, I like giving the benefit of the doubt because I'm a sapiosexual. The truth, you feel me? I want to keep the truth to myself. How you feel me? Like, yeah, I would love everybody to have the truth. I would love for the truth to show how we can have everybody. You feel me? But if you don't deserve the truth, even though everybody deserves the truth, you feel me? Hey, I'll spend more time with the truth. Keep your lie building up. I'll spend all my life with the truth. You feel me? Say all of that to elaborate on personal space. You feel me? Like personal space, so badly. Just elaborate on personal space, because, like I said, from Airbender, always like, you know which whiffs you try to give. You know when you walk past somebody, you feel me? The rails you give them to walk upstairs or downstairs with you. You feel me? You know no one. You feel me? So I say that because now that they want to have an alibi and think that they trapped on somebody, and the second they get out of this gust of illusion, they got them in captivity or some shit. You feel me? You feel me? They try to have alibis, spirituality, mental and physical, and speaking a lot, and truth is not real. You feel me? So, and I say that because if a line can sense us from here, who you think they get in touch with? Hey, who you think they get in touch with? If a spider can sense us from here, who you think they get in touch with? Hey, who you think they get in touch with? Yeah. I do my astro school project again. It's like, okay, so you this everything to them, they still gonna let you have to go through this astro project. And sooner or later, we see we already know authentically everything that technology just modifies what life already can do. You feel me? It's just putting a title, you feel me? It's putting in bold text or something, you feel me, cursive. Just making, you feel me? Like, the text is already there. Technology is just colorable text. You feel me? So, we already can sense what you going through, or etc. off of your aura, you not hiding. And then when we feel your aura isn't around people in a good way, we're gonna make this theme that you're sad, and we knew they was gonna finesse you because we was gonna finesse you, so we just wait for the lions to finesse you, and you'll be okay with it and let everybody finesse you, then we give you back to the lions or spiders or dogs. You feel me? Like, yeah. And I say that because they can't talk. They can only use. They can talk. Excuse me. They can't do the stereotypes of what talking is. You feel me? That's how real. You feel me? That's how real. You feel me? Kings in animal ways are. You feel me? Animals and kings, you feel me? etc. You feel me? Just to throw words out there because I know the atmosphere is trying to figure out how words out there. Catch what people try to act like God, the nurture to all of us, and again, personal space and what I am saying. Because people try to ignore reality. And it's just like the world's advance. I think I said in my I said the lions are the four-legged things that learn how to walk from the beginning of time and taught other family branches off the lions of cat family and anything that could relate, and it's still teaching things that aren't family because they still haven't learned the gist of learning how to walk. So I say that because it's like, if a lion can sense us who you think they get in touch with? Hey, who you think they get in touch with? Who you think they get in touch with? Who you think they get in touch with? You feel me? And you feel me? I say that because those are a great example. If a spider can sense me, who you think they get in touch with? Hey, who you think they get in touch with? And I say that because You feel me? That's you feel me. That's not the best example of senses on a high level. You feel me? Or who you relate your senses to, and if your senses are not even on that level at the minimum, to you feel me, and it's lower. You feel me? If it's lower than that, that's a problem. You feel me? Because now you just walk around scared because. If you had those senses, you would do certain things, and they can do those things. You feel me? And they choose not to. Once again, I'm saying that because let me just stand still. You feel like I said, senses from here. If a king, queen, get senses from here. Who you think they speaking to the lefty with? Who you think they speaking to the lefty with? They're lying consensus from here. Who you think they're having real conversations with? Who you think they're having conversations with? Because you feel me? And that was an example of what I'm saying. Like, you feel me? I'm just correlating words that need to be explained for some time ago because it's never been explained. You feel me? And when I'm explaining it, you feel me? I'm not saying, hi, I'm Zafayo Ali Kali, and I'm the king. You feel me? I'm not saying nothing like that. I was in the Mirage at Simon A. And I was stupid. I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm saying, okay, it's beginning of time. It was a foundation. Who made it? You feel me? Beginning of time. It was first king to define why everybody wants to be king. That's all I'm doing. Like 1 + 1 = 2. I'm trying to show how, like, you do not, out of all the knowledge you got, and I'm using even, I guess, a more still an inverted version of comprehension of knowledge that even if you don't have all it together to you feel me, the majority of what I'm reading people that do have it, you feel me? So I'm getting the majority of how to explain my math, because I'm a math, astro math is responsible, that I'm using lower than even the world's comprehension and explaining, you feel me, as a nimbus to show like there's no excuse. I'm even using lower than comprehension, and you can still do the math of, you feel me, what the truth is. Yeah. Lying. You think they get in touch with you? You feel me? Because I'm saying that they didn't know that the way. Fucking they gonna say, go press on all the guardians, all the animal guardians. Who you think they get in touch with? Hey, who you think they get in touch with? I'm saying that because, like, that makes it jump like, and you know, just what I'm saying that to
Amen. She dead.
You feel me?
Amen. Cause I didn't look in the mention, flexing how they
if you look at me, you can't see the awards around me. Because once again, it goes back to what am I doing? You feel me? So you feel me? When I say that, like, so you can't see the line on the wall around me. When I say that spider consensus from here, you don't see spiders crawling on me and me being okay with it. You feel me? That's on. You can't see, you feel me? And in the end, it's also my intelligence will be called stupidity because it's not ignorance. I can't feel, you feel me? I can't feel when I walk inside of a new room, you feel me? I can't feel the presence of somebody no more or some shit. Oh, because I'm oversaturated and overgulfed in the guardians of the worlds, while they are vice versa. And if a light consensus me, who you think they get in touch you with? Hey, who you think they get in touch you with? You feel me? And I say that because I'm one. Those are the real. That's the jungle's the Cosket records. You feel me? Out of the mud. You feel me? So you know who You feel me? If you wanted to understand the Akashic records, who would you want to be raised by? A spirit that's calling itself human? Or a lion that knows what human means? Who would you rather be raised by? You feel me? A spirit that's calling itself human, that was following other animals, trying to learn how to walk on twos, and just didn't become an animal itself, just became an abomination of something walking on two or some shit. Or a lion that know that if it accepts your spirit, it knows you are a spirit of a lion, you feel me, or a spider, or etc. Who would you want to be raised by? You feel me? So I say that because who you think get in touch with? Because I'm saying from 0 to 24, I was in touch. Even before 0, -0, you feel me? I was in touch with all the guardians. So who you think when I became 0, I'ma listen to? The guardians. You feel me? To the point that if a fuck nigga got in my position, you feel me, they'll be too scared to disobey and be talking this way, because that's what the stereotypes of talking is that I am doing right now. Is speaking for the last strand to understand, not to comprehend, just understand. Like, know what the vibe is when you walk there. If you don't want to comprehend and know the elaboration of it, you just want to know, oh, this would get me killed, this would get, okay, just put your shit in your categories. You feel me? It's another vlog episode with Webpoolz, explaining how I'm in tune, and when the silence, when my surveillance is straight silence and it's just somewhere where people can get together and talk to me like a cell phone, then you know life is complete. But until that, I'm gonna just keep doing all my movements. Is gonna be the most responsible in the astro, physical, and mental. I'm only moving off the most responsible move in the astro, physical, mental, and spiritual combined. So you know, it's just like, it's simple. You feel me? People gonna sound like something because they don't even know what they're saying. They only saying, people only talk. Lustful people only talk to put a veil in people's face. The lustful people only talk to drug people. They don't talk to heal, just the drug. So you know, yeah. That's all, folks. Go watch Spider-Man. You can't watch me.